Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to be doing another 2-week review. So I'm going to be doing this week's review and then as well last week's review. So this is last week's review. These are my two live trades that I've taken Thursday and Friday, and then this week's review is going to be on also Wednesday's winning trade. So as you can see, I don't take a lot of trades during the week as well due to the fact that I'm at work. And yeah, I do miss out on a lot of opportunities, but I try and catch most of them. But yeah, so I want to go over what I've kind of been going through these past 2 weeks. So during this week, I think it's the 1, 2, 3. So I count the weeks by whenever NFP starts, then I generally mark that as the first week of that month. So basically during this week, I went through all my live trades that I've documented on Notion from last year and this year, and I figured out that I do not have confluences. So normally confluences or checkboxes, so I've created that. So normally whenever I would get into a trade, I would always be nervous to place a trade, reason being because I feel like the analysis that I'm doing is wrong, but in actual fact most of the times my trades do play out, but I just don't have the backing of my system, and I've realized that, and it's kind of messed with my psychology. So I would miss out on a lot of trades, and I would get also in a lot of bad trades, and then I would think like this is the one that's going to give me funding or get me into profit. So yeah, during this week I've noticed that, and I've come up with a checklist box or a Confluence type of checklist box, same thing. But anyway, so I'm gonna go through that with you guys and just show you like some of the criteria that I want a certain trade to meet before I place a trade, or just before I even enter a trade, so that I don't have that fear of missing out. And if the boxes get ticked, like maybe let's just say 3 or 4 boxes are ticked, a minimum of 3. So if 3 boxes are ticked, then I just have to get into the trade, whether I win or lose. So my stop loss has to do its job and my take profit. So yeah, I just gotta have trust and faith in my system basically. So I'm gonna be showing you guys quickly now the checklist box. So guys, this is my Confluence / checklist. So you'll see we have bullish / buy, we have bearish / sell. So basically on a bullish day, if I want to take a buy, this is what I'm going to be looking for. I'm going to be looking for sell side liquidity to be taken, and then it has to also be below midnight open. And then I also want to see a market structure shift with displacement to the upside, because I'm looking for a buy. And then you could actually say that these two go hand in hand, because with the displacement you want to see a fair value gap created, or if you look to the left, there can as well be a inversion fair value gap as well, where price could just trade above it and then come back down, trade into that fair value gap. So, and then if you obviously for a sell market, I would want to look for buy side liquidity to be taken. It has to be above midnight open with a market structure shift and with displacement to the downside, creating a fair value gap or inversion fair value gap. So these are basically just some of my main ones that I want to see happen, but with experience and live chart time, price action, like you get a feel for the market. And there are many other setups that I do take, but these are just the main checklists, and these help me get into trades so that I don't fear out and chicken out on taking a trade just because I'm afraid of losing a trade. So it's kind of like these are my action trigger boxes or my checklist boxes. But yeah, I'm kind of rambling right now, so let's just continue. So you get the point. So basically, if a certain criteria is met, if 3 boxes are ticked, then I have to get into a trade. And I've implemented that last week, and as you can see, we took a loss, but that's fine because it was within the plan, and then the next day we bounced back with a nice winner. So this one here is the Vault Funder account loss, and then this one here is the top step account. So we made our profits back here for the top step account. So I'm going to be going into this February 15th trade. Okay, so February 15th, okay, you guys can go through all that. We lost about 1,000 rand, let's just say, on the Vault Funder, and then we lost $410, 2.5 lots, one lot on, one contract on the top step account. So what I was looking for here is checklist one. One of the things was sell side liquidity was taken, and we were under midnight open, and we had basically displacement to the upside, but there was no market structure shift. So a market structure shift would be right above here, break of market structure shift, and then we would like to see a fair value gap created like this over here. So basically we have two boxes already ticked, and then the third one would be the fair value gap that is right over here. But also another strong confluence would be one of my strong trade ideas would be sell side liquidity. This is a high time frame sell side liquidity area, and then we have a fair value gap underneath that, and you can see the reaction of that over there. So if I just took this trade, placed a buy limit right here at the consequent encouragement of this fair value 15-minute fair value gap, stop loss would have been probably under here, 20 points below, probably might have been wicked out, and then we would have just aimed for 40 points, and probably in this one candle, or even in this one candle and this candle, we would have probably got our TP hit. But yeah, basically we entered over here. I'll show you now. Yeah, we entered over the consequent encouragement of this fair value gap because we were lining up with the inversion fair value gap, and we were just targeting for those highs over there, the 40 points, and yeah, we just got stopped out. And then if you want to see that we lost over there, and then here's the Vault Funder account, and then Top Steps account as well. So you can see over there we lost 409, and yeah, there's the PNL, the daily PNL. So basically on this day you'll see that the trade did play actually out. I'll show you now on the 15-minute time frame. The trade did play out. It just went to go and take out sell side liquidity once again. So as you can see, this 15-minute fair value gap area was holding up actually. I'll show you now, and then there was also, you see right here, this is the hourly, and then there was a 15-minute fair value gap right in that vicinity. So basically yeah, so as you can see, yeah, so we entered somewhere around, here, sorry, and then we got wicked out, and then eventually we came to take out the sell side liquidity area before going up. So here's also another inverted fair value gap lining up with the higher time frame fair value gap, and then you can see us, we were definitely right on the day, but we were just wrong on that day. So now we're going to be going into Friday's trade. We went over this one. Now we're going to go into Friday's trade, the winning trade. So right here we have, it was a direction was long, trend was down, sell side liquidity was taken under midnight price discount, market structure shift, and fair value gap. So then we have the P&L. So that's how much we made. So as you can see, let me just go quickly to, okay, it was only the top step. With this trade, the reason why it's only top step hashtag number 3 and also not the Vault Funder. On the Vault Funder, I did place a buy limit, but obviously due to spread, I didn't factor in the spread. So my execution was just a little bit off, about 2 or 3 pips away from entering me into the trade. I would have actually been in no drawdown, the way that trade just turned and went in my direction. So as you can see, what I actually like about this trade is, and I've noticed a lot of high probability trades happen like this, there's always sell side liquidity that needs to be taken, and then if you look to your left under the sell side liquidity area, there should be inefficiency, and then you'll normally see after the take sell side, they'll trade into a high time frame fair value gap area, and then you'll see price push up like this. So sell side taken, traded into a fair value gap area, and you'll see us push up. So yeah, that's all I wanted to see. So we basically had right over here sell side taken, that's one, above midnight price, below midnight price, which is two, and then the fourth one would be market structure shift, which is just here, which I didn't even mark out, and then the next one would be a fair value gap. So we get the 5-minute fair value gap. We placed our buy limit right here at the consequent encouragement area, the midpoint, let's just say, of the fair value gap. And then yeah, I was just aiming for my 40 points, and then we got it. So the exit was right over here. I could have gone all the way for this fair value gap area here to fill this 5-minute fair value gap area, but I just wanted to target my 40 points and just get out. So that was a good trade as well. Really happy with my result over there. As you can see, both trades followed the plan, and I was quite happy with that. And then we'll just go into my EOD end of day basically, and you can see I took the trade somewhere around there, and we would have got even more profit with that. So yeah, a lot of things play out really well during the day, and you can see we are reading the market quite well. We are confident in our strategy, and yeah, we have to have backing, we have to have rules in order to get into a trade. And sometimes I've caught myself, like yesterday was Friday, so basically yesterday I caught myself, I almost took a trade, but it did not meet my criteria. So we had buy side liquidity taken, we were in premium, we had a fair value gap with a displacement, but the only thing that it did not tick off, and I really didn't want to take this trade, was because we were under midnight price, and we needed, in order to take the trade, I wanted it to be above midnight price. And even though I said I need just 3 ticks of a box in a certain area, I just wanted it to be above midnight price and not below midnight price. So that's one of the reasons why I didn't take the trade, and it would have bagged me another $800, and I would have potentially got funded with Top Step. But it's fine. Like, I'm really happy that I didn't take the trade. I followed my rules. And you just got to be disciplined, and I was really happy about that. And we actually, with that sell trade that I was explaining now to you, which didn't meet the criteria, we traded to a sell side liquidity area, bang on, and we hit into a higher time frame fair value gap area. And yesterday you would have seen how we bought. Like, if you look at London session yesterday, like after 4 a.m. New York time, just go on to your charts, 4 a.m. New York time, you'll see, dude, it hit into a fair value gap area, a 15-minute fair value gap area, and we spiked up, boy. And that was also out of my kill zone time, so it's all good in the hood. Let's just show you here. Profited about $845. We got another. So this was the trade right over here. We took out buy side liquidity. Very nice. We have a volume imbalance / new day opening gap. Look at that, trades into it nicely. And I actually entered way earlier. I was at work. I remember this trade. I was at work this time. 4 o'clock, 3 a.m. was around about here, and I entered a bit earlier. Entered at about 9:30 SA time. I thought it was 10:30. I was late to the session, but I was actually kind of early when I looked at it afterwards. So as you can see, a confluences that made us take the trade. Buy side liquidity taken right over here. Volume imbalance / new day opening gap, lining up with a fair value gap. So here's the fair value gap and the new day opening gap. If you go on a low time frame, you will see it. We trade into that, and it's above midnight price right over here, and premium price. So we have a range drawn. I can't remember, from an hourly range from down here to up there. From up here to down here, sorry. I can probably see, because I see here's the one level in here. So here's the lower level, and then here's the high level. There's premium. There's a 50% level, premiums above here, and discount is above here, below here. And you see, played out beautifully, and it was just a beautiful trade. I'm not gonna lie, it was just a beautiful trade. So as you can see, we entered at 2:25 a.m. and then this is when my kill zone actually starts 3 a.m. and it was just basically, would have been a 20-minute trade, but I would have actually lost the trade. I would have missed the entry. Just I know I would have missed it because I was at work, and normally I can't check my alarms for when my session starts. And yeah, 25 past 2, I entered already when we were in the vicinity of the buy limit. I placed the sell limit, sorry, when we were getting close to the volume imbalance / new day opening gap. So yeah, you can just see it was a great trade. And yeah, I want to show you guys. Did it continue? I can't remember. Yes, it did continue. It was just a banger of a day, dude. As you can see, boom, all the way down. Would have made nice profits. Like this has genuinely been the last two, this week that has passed and last week has genuinely been one of my greatest weeks, I would say, like in terms of just in analyzing the charts. Like I just feel so confident and having this backing of the system that like I just tweaked a few things and I realized where I was going wrong. And I just have so much confidence in my trading right now, actually, to be honest with you. Like I've always had the confidence in my analysis, but like I never knew what was lacking, and this was lacking in my opinion. But only time will tell. I would say I want to see it work over a 3-month period. If I get funded like at least 3 times, 3 different accounts, I would be happy. But yeah, I haven't had a Vault Funder trade since last week Thursday. This one I missed out on due to spread. That's the only factor. And this one I never placed it. This trade I placed at work. I didn't think of Vault Funder at that time. I was analyzing on TradingView, and it's so easy just to place a trade on TradingView. It's because I do my analysis on there. So yeah, hopefully next week I can just place a trade on the Vault Funder account and just get it up. I am in drawdown at the moment. As you can see, I've taken 5 trades. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I am negative. That's my current equity. So I'm about, let's just say $500. Yeah, $500 around about there, 5 to 400. And yeah, all the trades I've taken. So obviously this volume thing is incorrect. Well, this one is correct, but like some of it, because like the winning ones will be, you'll see some profits like, yeah, 300 and 800 and 200. It's because I scale out. So certain areas I'll take profit just to pay myself, those do help. But the Vault Funder account, I would say, is they changed the dashboard. Last time it was orange, now it's blue. It's kind of clean. But yeah, really happy with them. Excited to continue the journey with them. Hopefully I get funded. Yeah, and here's the Top Step account. As you can see, this is my current high. I've never been this high. In the previous one, I was $51,200 up. Yeah, $200 up. So I've surpassed that by $600. So I'm quite happy with that. And I've only done it in 4 trades, 1 losing trade and 3 winners. I actually would have been way more up if I followed my plan on the first, I think it was the first trade. Yes, it was the first trade. It was $500 and something, $595 win. So if I just hold this to my original target of 40 points, which I would have bagged like about $800, yeah, I would have been up at least another, so this would have probably been 52,000. Yeah, this would have been 5 to probably 100 and something or 200, and then I would have just needed 1 trade to win, well, past the funded account. But I love the equity curve, absolutely do love it. And yeah, we definitely, I'm so confident we're definitely gonna hit that profit target. And funny thing is, if you look at my risk to reward ratio, it's not even a 1 to 2, it's a 1.85, and my winning trade percentage is 75. Wow. So I lose on average about $400, and then I win on average about $750. So as you can see, 1, 2, 3, 4 trades taken. And even on Vault Funder, it's so crazy. I'm in negative, but my win rate is 71%. So both are 75%. So I'm hoping that I can keep this up. And yeah, guys, I'm really keen for next week. Thanks for following me on the journey. Please don't forget to like, subscribe, and yeah, comment if you wanna know anything else or know a bit more. But yeah, thanks for following me on my journey. Enjoy the rest of the week, guys. Remember to stay relentless and just keep pushing, man. Keep pushing towards your goals and just never give up. Just bloody well repeat something that you want to achieve every single day. You will get better at it, and yeah, just strive for greatness, guys. Yeah, enjoy the rest of your day. Enjoy the rest of the week. Have a blessed week. Love from my side, and yeah, thanks, guys. Nino signing out.